I'm Dr. Ebenezer D. Akwanga. I'm the leader of the African People's Liberation Movement. I am from the southern Cameroons, and I'm happy that the Honorable Chairperson has spoken about the situation in the Cameroons. I'm glad to be here, but Madam Chair, I've been in South Africa for quite some time. I've been coming and going because we came to ask the hand of the ANC on the particular situation in our homeland. While I was in a taxi moving in here, I just received an audio, which is very shocking, in which there is a planned method of increasing the genocide in our homeland, the killing of boy children from the age of 8 upwards, which is being put in place and which will begin very soon. The situation is very troubling, and we'll be looking for means for the African National Congress to fully get involved. So the question I want to ask is, looking at the situation of Pan-Africanism and the issue of solidarity, what will the African National Congress, as a former liberation movement, do at this particular moment to alleviate the plight of my people in the southern Cameroons? And secondly, when actually will the guns be silent in the continent of Africa? Do we have the possibility of resolving issues before we let them go out of hands, where women are raped constantly and children are unable to go to school for the last 2 years? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Akwanga. Yes, sir.
Thank you. My name is Fumani from the Global Business Roundtable.
Thank you very much. From the first question on the Southern Cameroon, we have met already with your organization, not once, but twice as an organization. And I think that it was probably the first time that we were meeting with your organization. And we fully agree with you that we can't talk about Pan-Africanism, we can't talk about solidarity, we can't talk about peace, safety and security in the continent when we don't really deal with such issues on the ground. We have to, of course, engage with our government, because immediately after meeting with yourselves, we even got a better understanding and a better picture of what was happening. And we met even before the elections, and of course the elections have come and gone, and you are still insisting that there's a lot of killings that are still going on, and you are now calling it genocide, actually. And therefore we agree as the African National Congress that we have to keep on engaging. But we can't engage for the sake of engaging. Firstly, for us, what is important is, what is the region doing about this issue? What is the AU doing about this issue? Because we cannot, on our own, as an organization, think that we can be able to resolve without the continued engagement and dialogue. So we agreed as an ANC, after we've met, and we agreed that we need to go back and find out from the region, because you can imagine there's a region there are activities, there are organizations in that region who are supposed to be taking this issue very seriously. And I'm not saying because we are in Southern Africa, therefore we shouldn't take the issue up. We should take the issue up, but we should be able to work with others so that we are not seen to be working in isolation. We agreed actually in the previous meeting that there is a need for us to have a follow-up meeting with yourselves, so that we move away from just an introduction. We move away from there and say what needs to be done and how is it supposed to be done. But we are very clear about one thing, that we've got to be able to engage with government. we've got to also make sure that government engages with the regional leadership to see how we can be able to deal with the issue. It is a problem, as I indicated in my speech, that for God's sake, Africa doesn't need that anymore. Africa needs peace, security, and stability for itself. Africa doesn't need peace and security and stability for the sake of others who are coming in because they want to invest and all. We need the peace for ourselves. We need the human rights respect for ourselves. We need a space where our own citizens can have confidence in us, both as political parties but also as governing parties. People have to have confidence in us, and people won't have the confidence, especially in a world that is so full of turmoil at the moment, a world where there's almost like mini wars happening all over the world. We need to be strong as Africans, but first and foremost, we must be strong. Where is the Pan-Africanism here? Yes, of course, we have to work until all the guns have been silenced. And guns is not about just the noise. The mere fact that people are still chopped by machetes or anything of that sort, for us, it's still guns. It makes no difference because human beings are still dying in that space. The second
thanks also to the Minister for the presentation. I just have a couple of questions. I think I'm Diao from the YCL, SA, and Nehao. So here my questions are going to be about, one is the issue of the court. I think it's good that the suggestion to be taken out of the ICC, but there is a need for an alternative court, and I just wanted to find out the processes towards that. I saw just recently that the ICC had taken some suspected people from the car, so I would like to know more about the processes towards that from the African National Congress and government. And also just wanted to find out what are the problems, Minister, that you're speaking about with the downgrading of the embassy of Israel, and what are the crises, what is the problem with this, because I think it's a very important action that needs to be taken as soon as possible. And again, just also in terms of international relations, you've mentioned a couple of things I didn't see in terms of working together. Well, with campaigns we saw that, and I know that one of the key campaigns that we've had was the Fidel Mandela program, health program. I think it's important that it's also increased within the region as an important program that can assist. I mean, we've seen the crises that are happening in Zimbabwe with their healthcare services. We've seen it in also other spaces. So if this program can be a program that is charted by the African National Congress to increase within the region, just as a suggestion and also something that we can think about moving forward. I think, Minister, also, last thing was, of course, not last thing, you mentioned young people, the high rates of unemployment and how, of course, it affects more young people. And of course, young people and women. One of the reasons why this is happening is because of the continued liberal stance that we are taking, and maybe the African National Congress is taken. So I just wanted to speak about the stance of the African National Congress, international relations, with regards to how you think you're going to deal with this unemployment, because this unemployment is the reason why it affects the regional problems. And the last thing was that the issue of peace and security was mentioned highly, because it also speaks to you, and you rightfully say in the beginning of your presentation that we can't separate the politics and the economy, and that's very true, because political economy is intertwined. And regional peace and security are very critical to these things operating. And I think what Dr. Akwanga was speaking about Southern Cameroon is huge, because what we've seen as well is an increase of refugees coming into in different places, coming into South Africa and Nigeria, and primarily the people. I don't think it's a genocide that is happening right now. So that increase of death that's happening, how do we start dealing with it? So thanks.
Thank you very much for that. Very helpful.